Everyone, this is Benjamin Ramirez. This is the group chat versus level 100. Level 100 is a computer engine, basically candidate master level to be simple. Um, I believe ELO 2300 or something like that. I didn't know I can do this, but I can save the game via email and then import it into my Stockfish 11 program. So I guess I'll go over it. Since it's the first video on the engine, I'll talk about it a little bit. What I like about the Chess 100 app is that the openings are very random. The computer doesn't play the same opening. It basically picks a random opening that it has previously, how do I put it, saved in its book thing. So it's not like you're always gonna play the same opening. That's the one thing I like about the engine. The only drawbacks is I won't get into all those drawbacks. You can play it if you like. Also, if you want to join the group to join the chats, let me know and I'll see if I can find a way to get you in. Alright, so I don't know how to pronounce that. Something Gambit Petroff. So our first move was e4, which is my favorite. I vote with the group, obviously, who likes to do what first. E5, you can see the number notation there. The plus is basically plus equal sign, meaning it's kind of equal but a little bit favorable towards white. So we played knight to f3. I'm gonna let the computer analyze a little bit the opening. So apparently knight to f6 wasn't exactly it's still pretty good. It's slightly a little bit better for white, but we end up playing a move that the engine doesn't even put on the top 5. Wait, it does. Yeah, it does. It's on the 4th one, 5th one. Okay. It isn't like that one too much, but it ended up working out pretty well. He captured, which was considered the best move. Apparently, wait a second. Knight to f6, knight to d6. Yeah, when I seen that move, I thought it was super weird because he was blocking his bishop. People don't normally do that. I mean, unless the person wants to eventually do, let's say, b6 and then kill a bishop. But we ended up taking the pawn back instead of moving the bishop back. I consider moving the bishop back. We didn't because we wanted to capture the pawn back. And then if he wants to trade, which is what ended up happening, which was okay. So we're slightly off right now compared to black. So the beginning wasn't too good for us. We ended up winning anyways. The main thing about talking to the group is that you basically never blunder. Like, you might have some error here and there, but never actually, like, blunder, which is awesome. So, at least I don't think so. I'm gonna find out by the end of the video. I'm letting you guys see all the options right here, the 5 different possible moves that he can make, and then you can see which one he actually picked. So you can rewind and forward the video as much as you like. It's difficult to talk about each move because we talked about it in group extensively, but we knew if he captured, we would be able to, get it back somehow. So the only good move is rook to e1 here, which is what we played. You know something pretty weird pretty soon. We played f4, which I thought might have been bad, but it's not that horrible according to them. I think I wanted to play knight to c3 here or something. I forget. Or was it pawn d4? Actually, I think I wanted to play pawn d4 here, but that's basically just the same as bishop f4. Just about. It's going back and forth. Now bishop f4 is better. Alright. Well, that's what we ended up playing. After we captured, we weren't expecting that move at all. We were looking at, I think bishop takes on b2, I think is the move we thought he was going to play. And then we take the queen, him take our rook, and then we ended up losing the other rook. Like, we ended up thinking it was going to be a trade-off like that, something similar to that. But he ended up taking that way. We ended up basically trading our rook in 2 minor pieces for the queen. So at this point, we thought we were kind of in trouble, but we kept going. We didn't give up, which is awesome. I'm happy that the group didn't like crumble. Some people probably would have, but guys in the group thought that we still had a chance to win, and I was happy about that. So developing the queen. He moved back. The one thing about the Computer 100 app is that it's not as strong as Stockfish. I think a Stockfish rating is probably like 1,000 points higher. I think like 3,200 or something like that. Stockfish, level 100 is Candidate Master, which is 2,300. So it's a big difference. So a lot of the moves that he makes is considered error a tiny bit, you know. And I'm wondering when he blunders, you know. We played d4. We move back. That's nice when we actually play the top moves, you know. Alright. You can tell based on Stock's evaluation, even if you're not looking at the numbers itself. If you look at the color on the left hand side of this thing, you will notice when it moves up and down. For example, when I move it to the side one, oh wow, that was a really bad move for black. Okay. And we played the correct move here. You went to d4. Queen f4. Bishop e5. Apparently queen takes f7 is better than what we did. I think we did consider that move, but we thought it was too complicated. I believe that's why we didn't do it. And we figured we just trade off the 2 pieces for the rook. So that's why we did that move, which works fine. And in here, we ended up trying our best to make sure that black couldn't develop his pieces. We were like, he's kind of in a piece up. We wanted to make sure he couldn't develop his pieces. And on top of that, we wanted to make sure that we weren't going to lose to rook to e1 is what we ended up deciding to basically consider. So we went queen takes c4, which is error by 2 points. So that's probably basically a mistake. But it wasn't super bad. Oh, since we were up and winning anyways, it didn't make us losing, so. Here we did the best move. I guess more than anything else, the people most interested in this would be people who played it. They want to look at it just to see, so I can like show them. Anyone else interested in this most likely would probably want to join the group. So if you want to join the group, I do go on Facebook. And I'm on a Facebook page called chess.org. I'm on their Facebook page, so if you're on there, you can find me. We played f3 here, and f3 is not in any of the moves here. So, oh wow, that's okay. It wasn't too bad of a steal. I'm the one that really wanted to play f3. I think someone wanted to play h3, or even, I don't know. Okay, that's fine. That's the move I really wanted to play, and it was off a bit. I was real adamant about it too. So let's see later on for queen of d8. I was adamant later on. I will let you know when. Let's see how that was. That's what we played. Basically, he's attacking the knight. It protects the knight and the pawn. Is basically what we decided to do for that move. Yeah, we were here trying our best to make sure they couldn't bring both rooks in the game, and we ended up doing a super job on that. That's what pretty much led us to our win. I didn't realize that we were winning by this much here, and the game ended up taking pretty long. So I'm assuming we made a lot of mistakes along the way. So f6 was best. Let's check. We did f6 after. It's not the best move. That made it even. So what was the best move here? So he moved here. Queen to c5. b8, e5. This looks like a lot of trouble. Maybe that's why we didn't do it. We basically, when we play, like most of the guys want to keep everything as simple as possible. And this actually worked out pretty well anyways. So there's that. Can't believe it became even here. Okay, I'm happy about that. I really was adamant about knight to e8 to block the rook, so that's good. And then here, I think I wanted to do d6 and then queen to d8, I believe, is what. Yeah, okay. I remember this part as well, so. Well, two things I was adamant about was pretty good. One of the things so far I was adamant was kind of bad, like the f3. But we ended up playing that, which was still pretty good. Yeah. I'm curious about the d8 one. Okay, there's a lot of pawn moves it says after that. I don't know what I would have done. Oh yeah, I remember now. I wanted a d8 so we can play pawn moves. I wanted my king and my pawns to crush the other pawns on that side, since he couldn't move anything, which makes sense because it's all, king e3 and then a whole bunch of pawn moves. Okay, so that was the way to go, but we went here. Yeah, and if I did all the moves I wanted, number one, I would lose the game, and two, no one will be talking. So it's nice to know when I do have a nice move. But yeah, here we decided to take pawns. It's considered the best move now. It was showing b5-4 as well. I mean, we considered b4 to kick the rook, but we didn't know too much of a continuation after that, so we decided to take pawns. So eventually decided to kick the rook. I'm not looking at the numbers no more. I'm gonna start looking at the colors. I think we end up moving the pawn up. No, not yet. I didn't. Oh yeah, if he took it, we were gonna take the rook. That's actually what we wanted. We wanted the rook, and he actually defended, which was bad. Oh wow, I didn't realize that was bad. We did the best move there too. Alright. I don't remember who suggested that one, but that was really awesome. Yeah, that was to take the rook. I was trying to look into the b5 one, but it was, I guess, a lot of moves and complicated, I guess, so we didn't do it. But this was a solid move, so we went with it. We knew it was winning, and so that's what we ended up doing. So for now, we're probably going to stick to this level for a bit. I have another one, a Grandmaster computer. Right now, we'll learn to keep everything as simple as possible and communicate better. We did really well, and over time, I think after we might be able to play against the Grandmaster computer. But right now, we can bully this one. So alright, that was actually the best move. That was pretty cool. And we made a lot of best moves at this point right here, which is nice. I'm actually happy about that. Obviously, queen and rook endgame is kind of almost impossible to mess up. b5 was a good move too. Everyone wanted that. Alright. That's pretty cool. Apparently that was a bad move, the pawn down one. We expected him to, because this computer likes to extend his pawns and move them whenever he thinks he can. So that's like his weakness, is his pawns. The point difference here is horrible. Mate in 32. Oh wow. Wait a second. Mate in 15. 14. Let's see how much mistakes he made. 13. He made a mistake, so it went down to 11. 10. That's still 10. 9. 8. 6. So he made another mistake. 4. 3. Wow, so we basically played ever since we captured, and ever since we captured here, everything was basically perfect. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 moves. That was perfect. That was super cool. So the last 12 moves were basically the best moves. And he had, I think, 2 errors. It was 14, but it was done in 12 because he messed up a little bit. So that's good to know. All right, well, I'm going to save it, put it on YouTube, just so we can review. I think it would be good for the group just to keep a record of all our games. I guess I'll, if you guys like and subscribe to get updates. And if you guys want to join the group discussions, the best way to find us is on lechess.org and on Facebook. If you go to lechess.org on Facebook, we don't own the group. We go there and we talk, and I do post once in a while. So, and most of us play chess as well. I mean, we most of us play chess on lechess.org as well. So that's super cool. Yeah, I don't own the group at all. I don't own the chess or anything. I don't own any of that stuff. I don't own Messenger, obviously, either. That's where we talk. It's just the stuff that we use to communicate and play. So that was a pretty cool game. Hope you guys enjoy. And if you know people who are interested, come right on and learn and play, talk. And if you're under, let's say, rating 1400, you can just listen and maybe ask a question here and there. If you're over 1400, then and you wanted to talk and be part of the discussion, and that's perfectly fine. Some of the guys that talk sometimes may seem a little aggressive or forward and be like yes or now or like we have to do this, but I take my time because I want to make sure that everything's, we're not playing bullets. So I want to make sure everything's fine. And, it's okay. Some people get excited, so it's fine. So just like, subscribe, if you're on Facebook, join that page and try to find me. Benjamin Ramirez, obviously, that's the same name as my YouTube. So, thank you for your time.